Hello teacher Célia, my name is Daniela. I'm going to read the text Buenos Aires. Buenos Aires is the capital city of Argentina. It stands on the banks of Hello teacher Célia, my name is Daniela and I'm going to read the text Buenos Aires. Buenos Aires is the capital city of Argentina. It stands on the banks of the River Plate, the world's widest river. It has a population of 3 million or 10 million including Grand Buenos Aires. It's called the Paris of the South because of its lovely European buildings. It is also a big commercial center and visitors love its beautiful shops. Its history. For a long time, Buenos Aires was a small port in the furthest corner of the Spanish Empire. It became independent from Spain in 1860. Then the British arrived to build railways across Argentina. More than 4 million European immigrants came between 1840 and 1940 to work on the railways. They were mostly young men. The city quickly grew and became very rich. Its music and dance. Tango began in San Telmo, the poor immigrant area of the city, in the 19th century. Its biggest influence was flamenco guitar. It was a workers' dance. There weren't many women in Buenos Aires then, so men practiced together in the streets before they tried dancing with a woman. There are still many tango bars, which tourists always visit. Astor Piazzolla, the famous composer of modern tango, lived there before he died in 1992. Now I'm going to speak about the text around the world. I thought the text very interesting because it refers to food, but in a different way. Usually we don't stop to think about it already in Now I'm going to speak about the text around the world. I thought the text very interesting because it refers to food, but in a different way. Usually we don't stop to think about it because it already is in our everyday, and sometimes we don't pay attention to we eat and how do this how. Now I'm going to speak about the text around the world. I thought the text very interesting because it refers to food, but in a different way. Usually we don't stop to think about it. Now I'm going to speak about the text. Now I'm going to speak about the text around the food around the world. I thought the text very interesting because now I'm going to speak about the text around the world. I thought the text very interesting because now I'm going to speak about the text around the world. Now I'm going to speak about the text Food Around the World. I thought the text very interesting because it refers to food, but in a different way. Usually you don't stop to think about it because already is in our everyday, and sometimes we don't pay attention to we eat and how we do this. You don't realize that this is a part of our culture, and just as each country has an culture. I liked this text because it comes out the everyday. It makes us think about things that to us are absurd, as eat using the fingers. In the text, we can learn that in other places it is completely normal. To them, it is strange to eat with knives and forks. When we stop to think, we realize that the food is more important than we consider to human being. And it isn't because the food is essential to our survival, but also because the food, again and again, makes our social being. Sunday's lunch at grandmother's house, barbecue with friends, romantic dinners, a popcorn at the cinema. Most of the time that the people are together, the food is there. Bye bye, teacher. See you.